so I swear I had better questions, but then social media got a hold of my ADHD brain, and now this won't leave until I say it. So, terrible question, letting you know now.
Okay. Wait, so you went on Twitter or something, and you said, I'm gonna ask Misha a question. If he hurries up and answers the questions in front of me, maybe I'll get to the front of the line. I was thinking of asking this, what do you think?
Nope, stuck in my head.
You never shared what you were gonna ask? No. You said, what do you think I should ask?
No, I've got a question. It's a terrible question, though.
But what about social media?
That's what put it in my head, is it was something that was on social media that I saw a video of, and then now it's stuck in my head, and until it comes out of my mouth, it'll keep repeating.
So this is, in a sense, like a therapeutic intervention.
Sure.
Great, well, I'm happy to help.
Okay, so how many 10-year-olds could you fight and defeat if you won $100,000 for each one you beat? Think about this for real, because the video I saw, like the dude, like really went into it.
Right. I mean, so, okay. First of all, you have to think about like the long term on this kind of on a proposal. Because there's one version of this is like you throw up your hands and feet and walk away and you don't, am I killing them? No, I'm just beating the shit out of 10-year-olds. Okay. Oh, okay. So you gotta look at like the long term implications. And for sure, so even just one 10-year-old that you beat up for money, ruins your career, right? So then you gotta do a cost-benefit analysis. Is it worth losing your whole career over $100,000? Certainly not. And then you gotta ask, is it a bunch of 10-year-olds at once, where potentially they can take you out? Or are you able to do these one at a time and just keep grinding away? Which of course would be my preference. But if you're gonna have to do take on all of the 10-year-olds at once, then you have to do a really coarse calculation. How many can I take out at once before they overwhelm me? And that becomes risky, because the last thing you want is for the 10-year-olds to take you out and for them to get $100,000. So I just need more information, I guess. And then you also, like, the compassionate part of me, there's a small portion of the equation where I have to think about the lasting damage, the trauma that it would cause these children. And does that factor in? Probably not, but this is a horrible question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what? A person that would ask that question is almost worse than a person that would fight 10-year-olds for money.
I may have met a few 10-year-olds.
Oh, that you have fought for money? Do you practice just in case somebody ever offers you money? Okay, well, this has been horrific. Thank you. Hi.
Hey Misha, it's CJ.
Hi, CJ.
My question for you is, obviously all of us here, we're looking forward to the upcoming on-screen reunion of you, Jared and Jensen, and the boys. Thank you, Kripke, for doing that too, by the way. We figured it was coming, but still looking forward to it. So my question for you is there anything more that you can share about your upcoming role appearance on The Boys?
You know, I've been asked that question several times, and we've been given very clear instructions from Eric Kripke not to reveal anything from the show whatsoever. It is a true state secret. They carefully guarded the scripts. I didn't even get to read, so first of all, I didn't get to read previous episodes to know what the hell was going on. I didn't get to read the entire script of the episode that I'm in. I only got to read the relevant portions of the script. It is so shrouded in secrecy, that show. It's much more, like the security is much higher now than what they are doing with the upper echelons of the US Department of Defense. So, I mean, if I ever got on Signal and started, texting about what was going on The Boys, they'd come after me. But on the other flip side of that coin, what are they going to do? Fire me? They already told me it was only one episode and we're done filming, so what are the real consequences? They can't prosecute me for sharing details about the show, can they? Can they? Yeah, I did. I did sign something, that's a good point. So I could get criminally prosecuted. It's worth it. I'm trying to think of something that I can tell. Okay, so Jared and Jensen and I are in an episode together. We're in scenes together. At one point, the director, Phil Secrecy, who was our producer-director on Supernatural, he said, okay guys, Jared and Jensen and I all felt like we had gotten the scene. He's like, you guys feel good? Feel good? We're like, yeah. And he said, okay, we're gonna do another take. We're like, okay, what do you want? He's like, all right, I want you to do it again, but this time do it as Sam, Dean, and Cass. So we clicked right back into our old roles there, which is not really a reveal because that's not gonna be on the show. I will tell you, here's a little one, here's a tidbit for you. We released a little video announcing that we were gonna be together on The Boys. And I think it got like 100 million views. But we're actually not the only surprise guests in this episode. How about that? I'm just waiting for my phone to buzz with a text from Warner Brothers Legal. Oh, it's not Warner Brothers. It's Amazon. They're too busy. Thank you. Thank you for jeopardizing my career. Hi.
Hi, my name is Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
And my question is, do you ever have to sign pictures of yourself that you really don't like or find embarrassing?
Yes. Do you have this problem too?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, it's the worst. Yeah, I have for some reason, like some of the photos that I took when I first got on Supernatural are still in circulation, still being printed up for people, for people to bring for me to sign. And I was a baby, and B, at that time, I was still like taking photos like. So it's like they're kind of ridiculous, and I would love to never see those again, but I don't think I have that power, so they're just in circulation. Luckily, I don't have any photos that are like the brick pants, or some of the early modeling shots that Jensen has circulating out there. So that's good.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, bye. Hi.
Hi Misha, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
My name's Julia. My question is, I know it was mainly done for plot, but why do you think when Cass pulled Dean out of hell, he left him to dig himself out of his own grave?
Very good question.
Something I've always
It would have been helpful, huh? Like just that last little bit. Like he gets out of hell only to find himself buried in a coffin. Like that has got to be stressful and traumatizing. One possible explanation was that Cass hadn't yet taken a human form, so he didn't know how to, help in that sense.
Yeah.
But that's a bullshit excuse. Laziness, maybe? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing out a hole in the plot. That's probably the only thing that you can find in Supernatural that's like, wait a minute. That doesn't, why? Because everything else was perfectly buttoned up. They used to, the first AD used to, I would always be like, wait a minute. This isn't consistent with what we did last season. And the first AD would be like, Misha, stop it. You're doing it again. Don't pull the thread. Hi.
Hi, Misha.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
My name is Kaylin.
Hi, Caitlin.
I am 12 years old. I like to play on my Switch in meta class. And I was wondering if Mason plays and if we could be friends.
Mason doesn't have a Switch, and she doesn't play a lot of video games, but she does need friends. Can I ask you a question
Yes?
about your clothing? Can we talk about your clothes?
I figured that was coming.
What? How?
My friend made this, so.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Would you be willing to come up on stage with me? I'd like to have a little bit better lighting here. Can the camera help here and just showcase this amazing wardrobe? There's Jensen looking surprised, Misha looking surprised, Jensen looking weird, Misha looking smug. Your friend made this? How long have you been watching Supernatural for?
I think I've been watching it since 3 years.
So you were 9? Yeah. Do you think that it's caused any lasting damage?
Not really.
But I'll point out that was quite a lengthy pause before
A little, but
you... Sure, but all good things cause a little bit of, right? No pain, no gain. Well, thank you for... So tell me, why did your friend make this shirt?
because she thought it would have been funny.
Your friend was right. It is.
And she also made one from last year. It was like a sweat outfit of both you and Jensen. Just you two on it.
Seems like a theme. Yeah. Well, tell your friend that she makes very alluring apparel. And I want to try to find something like that for my children to wear, because I think that it would be really nice for them. Oh my God, actually, speaking of which, that just reminded me, I gotta show you a picture. Hold on, don't look at my phone. Look at this. This was, so Friday, wait, is that yesterday? Yes. Oh my God, time to slow it down. Okay, so yesterday morning, as I was leaving the house to come here, my son West came in to the to the kitchen wearing that. It's a similar shirt. It's got 5 pictures of me on it, which I had given to him as a joke. Like, hey, you should really wear this. And then he put it on to wear it to school. It's like a role reversal, really, where, like, he's 15, right? So at this age, he's supposed to be embarrassed by everything that I do. But in fact, he's embarrassing me. It's amazing. Very nice to meet you. Bye. Hello.
Hi, my name is Robin, and
Nice to meet you.
it kind of goes with her being up there on stage. I teach 8th grade, and I wanted to know what you could tell me to get them to all be Supernatural fans.
Well, I don't, like I indicated there, I do think that it does cause psychological trauma. So I'm not sure that I would really advocate for 8th graders watching Supernatural. I often will meet people like in the autograph line, they'll come up and like they'll have their kid with them who's like 7, and then 7-year-olds, oh, you're her favorite character. And I'm like, well, she's gonna be a serial killer. So, 8th grade.
Because I talk about it all the time. So.
Really? They say like one of the great things at that age is like figuring out what really inspires a kid, what they get fired up about, what is compelling and interesting to them, so that you can sort of like nurture that and help them grow in that direction. But it seems like you're doing the opposite. You're like, kids, this is what I'm interested in. follow my interests. I had my best friend from childhood, from 7th grade. His name is Darius, and we're still best friends. He and I we met in middle school, and our teachers had such a profound impact on us. I think that age, that 12-year-old age, is such a critical time in education, because it's like kids at that age are really soaking up what the adults around them are giving them, and it's sticking. Unlike the songs I sing to my kids at that age, it's really like landing and sticking. And we had these 2 teachers in this middle school. They were a husband and wife teaching duo, and they both had profound impacts on our lives. And it was partly because they figured out a way to sort of pound the message into us that we could really follow our dreams and really make something happen if we applied ourselves. And they really kind of instilled in us the sense that if we worked hard, something good would come. And they allowed both of us to kind of believe in ourselves. When we had both come from homes where we weren't fully getting that message, and we both, those same teachers ended up noticing that Darius, when he graduated, went to a couple of different high schools, kind of had a hard time. When he graduated from high school, he was kind of spiraling, and it was like he was on the edge. Like he kind of got the sense like if he didn't get his life together, it might go off the rails and he might wind up dead. You know, it was not going well. These 2 teachers sort of kept from a distance tabs on us years and years after we had left this middle school. And they called Darius and they said, we want you to come teach in the middle school. And they brought him back as a teacher. And he thought that it was because he was so great. But really, they were doing it because they wanted to rescue him. And it worked. Like, that turned his life around. And that incredible attentiveness from a teacher who cares can be such a life-changing thing. 2 summers ago, these 2 teachers had an 80th birthday, joint 80th birthday / celebration of life. They both have health issues. They don't know how much longer they're going to be around. So they did this lovely thing, which was like a living memorial for themselves. And we went back to Western Massachusetts for this event and got to get up and give speeches honoring these 8th grade teachers. And it was so wonderful, it was so moving to see the impact that they had had on generations of people. But it's a long-winded way of saying, I think that you were doing such important work, and you have power to change the world in that way.
I always hope that I